Sonic High School, Chapter 7. We had front sex, whispered Espio at the people at his lunch table. Espio was at school in the lunchroom, and also was Tails and Knuckles and Charmy Bee and Vector too. I ejaculated from my penis and into her body, but you haven't done that. They had not done that. Wow, cool. You are the coolest after Sonic, said Tails, who was right there so he didn't have to shout. It was good not to shout because this was supposed to be a secret. Tails did not hear the whole school talking about Espio's penis and balls like with Sonic in Chapter 1, but in a different way. Sex. Yeah, speaking of Sonic, where is that gay bag? Said Vector, who was the captain of the school's football team. Vector was good at this because he was big and strong and had sharp teeth under his mouth. Just kidding, said Vector's. Sonic is cool. I don't know, said Tails to Vector. Where Sonic was somewhere else, trying to find Amy, who was not at lunch. Sonic was knocking on Amy's door at her house. Are you home? Said Sonic. Are you home? It was like Amy was not home because she was not opening the door. Sonic was worried about Amy because she was his only girlfriend, even if she denied his sex offer, so he ran into the door and barged it down like it was made of nothing. Sonic was now in Amy's house. Amy's house was really pink because that was Amy's color. Sonic looked around Amy's house for Amy, but Sonic could not find anyone. Sonic finally went to Amy's bedroom and opened the door up. What Sonic saw next was what he did not expect. Amy was there, tied up on her bed with a thing in her mouth so she couldn't talk. Sonic did a scream and ran over to Amy, who was looking at his with tears in her eyes. She looked sad and starved like African kids. Sonic united Amy, and she sat up and cried into Sonic's arms. It was awful, said Amy. He came into my room in the evening and tied me up on this bed and messed up the things in my room. Amy was right. Her room looked messy. So get a maid, said Sonic, always thinking about a solution to problems. Who tied you up? Who was it? Be calm, Amy. Calm down and talk to me. Sonic patted Amy on the back to help her. It was Shadow. I saw him outside his house next door with a machine gun and a sword going in his house to kill his mom, and he saw me. He knew I saw him, so he tied me up like a brigand. Amy said all of this. Sonic was shocked that Amy said this to him. He remembered now in that other part when Shadow said he was going to kill his mom, but no one thought about it more than once because Shadow was always a bad guy. What they didn't realize was that Shadow was serious. Okay, was it him who also said that you would not have sex with me on Sonic Messenger? Said Sonic to Amy. Yes, I did not talk to you then, spoke Amy back to Sonic. So how do you really feel about it? Asked Sonic, whose brain was now humming with sex ideas. Shit, I don't know, said Amy, who still all worked up. Give me a day. Right now, let's get things right. So Sonic and Amy went back to school where everyone else was besides them. Sonic and Amy saw Espio walking around between a lot of other people. Hey, here you are, said Espio to Sonic and Amy. I had sex with Rouge last night. Do not tell everyone, said Espio. Oh, that's right, you did. I almost forgot, said Sonic. Hear that, Amy? And Amy was like, yep. You gotta tell me about it later, so I know what to do to Amy, said Sonic, and then turned around. Sonic heard a sound coming from down the hallway where someone was coming. It was a really fat guy that looked so huge to him. The fat guy got closer and closer until they could see who it was, and it was Rouge. Wow, you are so fat now, said Espio. What's that about? Rouge looked mad and surprised at Espio. Well, you got me pregnant, said Rouge. Oh my god, thought Sonic to himself without saying it with voice. She is pregnancy fat. That means she will have a baby. Amy was smiling for real to Rouge. That's so nice. I hope you have a great baby, said Amy. Sonic tried to be a good boyfriend and said, hope your baby is cool, and smiled. Espio looked more worried than everybody else. So I am gonna be your baby's dad, said Espio, worried and excited, both. Better believe it, fag boy, said a voice that sounded just like Shadow's.